All right, I am back. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are doing really well. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. It is not going to resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? This is a collective read. It is not going to entirely resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. 2 more times. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Yes. 1 more time. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me at a shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Thank you. Channel message here is there's no negotiation. Okay? So, if you are an individual that have been speaking out in regards to what people may have done to you, this message is for you. Okay? Either unbeknownst to you, or maybe you are aware, but someone is in jail or is currently going to jail based on the testimony or based on the truth that you have been speaking for a very long time. This person feels very disrespected and feels very smited by you speaking out in regards to what they have done towards you. And because of that, they're attempting to create some form of a, we'll say, hit from incarceration. Okay? It's not going to happen here. It's not going to end well. But this person here has a hidden agenda where they feel like because you spoke out, you were never supposed to speak out in regards to the brutal abuse or the brutal experience that you may have experienced by the hands of someone. And someone feels that they have all reign, or more so all permission, to create something against you to make you feel, or to more so make you stop speaking out. We have justice here, okay? Your name could be Justice. Your middle name could be Justice. You are very passionate about justice here, but nothing bad is going to happen to you here. So someone is trying to, behind bars or behind jail here, they're trying to create some form of a hit to where, it's not going to happen. Someone's name is Nielsen, so Nelson or Nielsen. Someone's name is Natalia. Nancy. Yes, someone is currently incarcerated right now. Okay. If you are speaking out or have spoke out, you speaking out put someone in jail or place someone in jail. There's too many overwhelming or incriminating evidence against this person to where they're currently in jail, for whoever this resonates for. And this person feels like you are the reason why they're in jail because you spoke out in regards to what they have done to you here. So they're looking for some form of revenge behind the incarceration, and it's going to fail. See, plotting is in reverse. Risk taker is in reverse. It's not going to work. Look, tower moment. It ain't gonna work. This person feels like that they have so much power over you that they feel like that their power behind incarcerated facilities, that it's going to play out or plan out in the way that they anticipate. We have justice in reverse. It's not. This person has a lot of eyes on you. They do. But the eyes that they have on you, they're eyes on them. So we have Eight of Swords here where they feel stuck or they feel trapped. They're trying to send people your way to kind of like spook you or to make you afraid because they're currently incarcerated or they're soon to be incarcerated. They want you to be afraid of speaking out in regards to what they have done to you, but it's not affecting you. It's not phasing you in the way that they expected here. So they feel very distracted by you. With the Fool card in reverse, they don't know how to, they don't know you, or they can't read you, or they can't register you, or they don't understand you. They can't comprehend you. You're very hard to read. Almost impossible to read. Confirmation, like your energy is just not something that someone can just kind of sit in and just read. It's very complex. Because they feel when they do attempt to tap into your energy and they read a little something of you, it's not true. So you have some very strong boundaries that you have been creating. Very good on you. And it's throwing people for a loop because they can't understand you or they can't relate to you. You're very foreign. But there's a potential hit on you from an incarcerated individual, and it's not going to work, to be honest. What's going to happen here is that it's going to backfire on them, and you may hear that they may pre-transition within the incarcerated center. We'll put it in that way. That's the truth. The Ace of Swords here. That's the breakthrough. Yep, that's the confession with the Seven of Swords. Someone's name is Ainsley, 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 or it could be Ainsworth. This person really idolizes around a notion that the more people that they have, the stronger that they feel. That is their notion, that is their perception, confirmation. They feel that if they have more people in numbers, that they're going to come off as stronger. That's not always the case. If you are collectively, karmically, and generally speaking, leading a group towards Karmicville or leading a group towards danger, that's just, that would never benefit how this person feel like it should or would. Confirmation. It's just not. Someone's name is Nancy. This person may be very nocturnal, so they may be up in the wee hours of the night and they sleep during the day. They feel like that they have an advantage over you because they stay up during the nights while you're sleeping during the nights. There's no advantage over you. I don't know why this person feels comfortable feeling like that they feel that they have beat you or subdue you or made you submissive. None of that is true. I don't even know you. Who are you? Let's get you up out of here. How you going to tell me what to do on my channel? You really can't feel that bold to be telling me what to do on my channel. Create your own channel and do what you please. I'm not for everybody. Yeah, that may trigger some of you. I don't care. I'm not for everybody. Please don't come over here telling me what I should do. Create your own channel and do what you need to do. It is what it is. Hey, Cornelius. Hey, Adrian. Which is odd. So the only God can judge me mentions on TikTok. They stay up and do spell work, which is odd because it's not affecting you. No matter if they stay up, they go to bed, no matter what time of day that they decide to do this spell work here, it's not affecting you, it's affecting them. And that's what's bothering them. Because no matter how many times they do it, no matter what time that they do it, they don't understand why things are not working the way that they anticipate. There's death to their reputation and there's death to their finances. The Nine of Pentacles. This person was trying to chase a legacy to where they can benefit off of other people. That would never ever be substantial. That would never ever hold up. I don't care how long you're doing it for. It's always going to come to an end at some point in time. Someone could be a Scorpio. Nine of Pentacles represent either Venus or Taurus. Someone could be a Libra or a Taurus. Libra, Taurus, or Scorpio. Someone's name is Fawad. Fuwad, F-U-W-A-A-D, Fuwad. Somebody could be Muslim or of a Muslim background. Someone's name is Penelope. Pearson, P-I-E-R-S-O-N, or Pearson, P-E-A-R-S-O-N, Pearson. They're trying to set up some form of a home invasion from behind incarceration. It's not going to work. They don't have the right information. Hell, they don't even have the right address for where you are. This person is just going off on mere speculation, what they feel or think that things are. But the things that they think and the things that they see about you is just not true. So this is why it's not going to work. This person wants you to fear them to no end. They feel like that you have to fear them. Well, what happens if you don't? What happens if you don't fear them? Which I don't feel like you do. It's not going to work in the way that they anticipate. Oh, you gotta fear me from behind bars? Incarcerated? Come on, y'all. Please don't mess up my Sunday like this. You gotta fear me. You gotta fear me. Yeah. You gotta fear behind bars? Baby, we have tower here. Child, please. It's like you just have an overwhelming sensation or overwhelming discernment that everything is going to be okay. I'm going to ask you this. This is for the divine collective that's on the right side of things. Do you understand? Are you truly aware just how freaking phenomenal that you are? Divine collective, the ones that are on the right side of things, I'm speaking to you. You know how freaking phenomenal and freaking awesome you are. For someone that is behind bars, that's incarcerated, that feel, that sense that they can beat you behind bars, enclosed, encapsulated. All they have is fear. All they have is opposition. And you know that's all they have. So if you're aware of all that they have, what else can they do to try to subdue you? We have Tower and we have Death. Sending other people to come in to make you afraid is not a flex. Hiring other people to come in to gossip about you is not a flex. Gossiping about you is not a flex. Trying to get other people to congregate against you or around you is not a flex. It's not. The fact that you're able to sit here or stand where you are and to laugh and be able to heal or bounce back from what they're trying to do to you, it's very odd to them. Not to you, to them. Odd to the point where they feel like that something is off with you. How could you be laughing in such a manner in this way? How could you be very comfortable in a manner in this way when we're trying to do hurtful, neglectful things towards you? I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep saying it. My spirit, my team, my ancestors, the guidance of the universe will never steer me wrong. And knowing that I have that inner knowing, that strong inner knowing within myself, despite people trying to cause harm towards me, it would never happen. I believe in myself way too much to where I would ever position myself or to lower myself to where I actually become afraid. That would never happen. It just never will. People gotta make you afraid of them to make themselves look bigger than something that they're not. So if okay. What if I don't give in to the what if I don't give in to the T-Rex? Then what? Wait, you're not afraid of me? You're not afraid of me going bigger? Try again, heifer. What else you got? The reason why people use certain tactics and methods towards you is to make you afraid of them. You got to use a specific tactic or method to make me afraid of you? What happens if you're not? What happens if you're not afraid? Then what? I'm just saying. Oh man, somebody may have went to Chuck E. Cheese recently. We have the Empress here in reverse. And these individuals here is not an empress or they're not in an empress state. They depend on you to get upset or angry. That's the highlight of their day. If their highlight of their day is to ensure that they make you very upset and irate and you don't exhibit what they want you to exhibit, then what happens? What happens when you don't give energy into someone that just wants to use it willy-nilly? What happens when you don't respond to the things that they want you to respond to? People say all the time, oh, it's hard to be a narcissist. That is absolutely false. It's absolutely false. And I'm going to keep saying it. Narcissistic individuals are very patternized, if that's a word. If not, I just made it up. They're very patternized into doing the same thing over and over and over. They're expecting for you to ensure that you never ever see the patterns that they keep trying to project onto you. There's a Tower and Death card here, and it has nothing to do with you. People losing their mind, people losing their insanity, people losing their finances, their home, their friends, their toxic lovers. They're losing everything that they felt that they have so-called built. And all they have built was nothing but foundation of lies. And we all know that if you have built on a foundation of lies, it's going to eventually crumble. They're fighting you or fighting over you for the reason why you won't fight for them. They're fighting you or over you with another person in regards to why you won't give them attention that they so deserve. They're fighting over you or with you in regards to gossiping about you towards other people. And nothing that they're doing is true. It's boring projection is what it is. Hey, Fletcher. It's boring projection. And over time, we all know that when you become bored of something, eventually it's going to fizz out, or it's not going to pan out in the way that they anticipate. I'm a person that becomes very bored with frivolous things, especially conversation. I can't stand small talk. I hate small talk, to be honest with you. Hey, how you doing? Get to the point. And if I feel like you're beating around the bush, I'm just going to leave you on read or on red. I am. I'm just being honest with you. I hate small talk. What do you want? Just say what's up. You need what? Oh, no, I can't do that for you. Yeah, I will prefer you just come to me directly. Don't small talk me. Just hurry up so I can tell you no. Because I will tell you no. Please become unapologetic about saying no. Make 2025 the year where you become so unapologetic in your no, in the stance of your no. The ones that don't like it, they're not for you. The ones that can respect it, they are for you. It's truly that simple. We have the Emperor here. Yeah, so it could be a low vibrational masculine here that is trying to do things behind an incapacitated state here. They try to have people watch your every move because they don't want you to move forward. That's the whole scenario of this foolishness here. They don't want you to be with anyone else. They feel like that if they can't have you, no one else can. Again, they don't dictate how you're going to live your life. That's just not how this is going to work here. And if they feel that they have dictatorship over your life, they're in for a rude awakening. This whole, if I can't have you, no one else can, is going to fall back into their lap. Again, I don't know if it's just a Scorpio thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm connected deeply to my Pluto energy. I don't know. But this is just how I feel perspective-wise. When someone's trying to threaten someone with a pre-transition, or I'll say me, more so the way that I perceive things here, I just don't feel like that's a flex. Yes, you should still take heed to what they're saying. Of course, you shouldn't ignore it. But if someone has lost completely all control or all sense of their reality, that the last thing that they want to think about is trying to pre-transition you out, it just doesn't sit right with me. And the reason why they feel that way is because they don't have any control over you. That's just what it is. When people go this extreme in regards to a tower or a death card here, is because they don't have control over you, over your mental space, your emotional space, your psychological space, your financial space, you know, your physical space. It's all about control. But as I always say, what happens if you take away the control, or you discredit their control? What else do they have left? They have nothing but self-sabotage, or the sabotage of self. It's all they have left. They need to go out with a bang to understand. They need to go out with a bang for you to ensure that you understand where they're coming from. So you use death? Am I missing something here? So let me get this straight. You got someone that's in your energy that refuse to let you go. You refuse to acknowledge them. You refuse to interact with them. You're ignoring them. You're trying to move forward with life, and they're upset that you're doing all the things that you need to do to ensure that you never cross paths with them, and they feel that it is warranted, or they feel like that the absolute punishment is for you to be pre-transitioned. I mean, that's the extreme that they can go. But what happens if you're not afraid of pre-transitioning? Just hear me out when I say this. If all they can offer you is, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that to you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to pre-transition you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, to the point where you're not afraid, it's going to put them in a position where they become afraid. Because it's like, well, you buck it back, you push it back, you're not afraid of this, you're not afraid of that. These are the individuals here that are afraid of their own pre-transitions, but yet they feel very, very open to do it towards other people. You ain't going anywhere. Where you going? As I mentioned before, you have things to do. You have greatness to acquire. You have greatness to achieve. Where are you going? Somebody that does not have God in their life, trying to play God in your life, how is that going to work? No, for real. They don't believe in a higher source. They don't believe in a higher power, but yet they want to be God in your life. How is that going to work? Somebody, anybody? I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you because you're not listening to me. They're not going to do anything towards you. Again, it's all mental fear. That's all it is. It's like Halloween. We all know Halloween, the season of Halloween. And when you go to certain people's houses, it's decorated in a certain way to give off an illusion for something to be something that it's not. Why do you think people decorate their homes for Halloween? To give off an illusion of something that it's really not. They want you to have an experience of something, being scared or being whatever, however. This is what this is here. This is nothing but an illusion. Of course, listen to what they're saying in regards to what they're trying to do towards you, but also know that it's also an illusion. They need for you to believe their illusion in order for it to manifest. That's why I keep saying people need you in order for their decoy plans to work. They need for you to believe what they are saying is true. Well, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. Do you truly believe that they're going to do that to you? Are you in agreement that the things that they're saying that they're trying to do towards you is going to come true? Ask the hard questions. Ask the questions that people are afraid to ask. Not everything always requires a communication, because sometimes you cannot communicate with these individuals. They become very combative. And they want you to become combative to justify as to why they did the harsh things towards you. They need you to initiate, but how are you going to initiate if they don't try to do things to put you in a position to initiate? You wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you'll never, and you're never, and this is why, and blah, 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 and yah. They need you to confirm what they're saying about you to be true, and it's not. It never will be. What other people say about you, what outside people say in regards to you, it would never be true. But they can't have you being aware, knowing for a fact that that's what they're trying to do. It would never be true. The reason why they need for you to, the reason why they need to get a rise out of you is because they need their narrative to be seen as true. And if you don't play into the narrative, imagine somebody becoming war ready and trying to get you to self-sabotage. They're willing to go to war with you to get you to go to war against yourself. Let me say that again. They're willing to go to war with you to ensure that you are very much able and willing to go to war with yourself. How else are they going to get you to fail or not to be able to succeed? They need you to crumble for it to happen. They need the gossip in regards to what they're saying about you to be true, but it can't be true unless you're involved. So what happens when you're not involved? We have Knight of Cups here. Unrequited love, troublemaker. There's someone that's trying to be a troublemaker in your life. How do you deal with a defiant child? Because this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with an adult that's in a child's body, but they're very defiant in a very childlike way. How do you deal with someone that's defiant, a child? We have abundance in reverse. And we have high self-esteem in reverse. There's someone out there that is very infuriated that you're able to manifest or produce high levels of abundance. However that resonates. It could be in your health. It could be in your wealth. However it resonates. Somebody is a farmer, or you may have grown up on a farm. This person put all their eggs into their basket when it came to you because they thought that you were going to be their meal ticket to move forward here. Confirmation. We have karma and we have bully. We have karma, cheater, and bully. Yeah, this person thought that they can cheat their way into your abundance. They thought that they can bully their way into your abundance. And they thought that you would never find out. Are people that daft, D-A-F-T, to the point where they feel that they can come up against you and you would never find out or figure it out? Are they so daft to the point where they feel like that you don't know yourself? That's how confident some individuals feel that they can subdue you, because they truly feel deep down within themselves that they can beat you, that you don't know you. Just because they give a few opinions, it's not facts. They give a few opinions in regards to who they feel that you should be. They feel like you're just going to just take it at face value and you're just going to listen to what they have to say. The mother figure that I always grew up with always tried to give me advice. And my answer was, oh, okay. That was always my answer, because I never listened to what she had to say. Now I understand why I never listened to what she had to say. And the moment she realized that I would never listen to what she had to say, she would exhibit violence. That's crazy. You're mad at me because I don't want to take your advice? Not all advice is good advice. Not everyone that you meet or connect with has good intentions. Especially for the individuals that are aware that they don't have good intentions towards you. So why are you mad at us collectively, generally speaking, because we don't want to listen to what you have to say? It doesn't make sense. It's complete gibberish and jargon. Someone's name is Bruce. Could be Bruce Lynn. Someone's name is Bianca, Brittany, Britt, Brianne, Brian. Someone's name is Monica. Could be a Taurus. It's funny that you said that. So Marie Goddess says on TikTok, don't have time for drama, as you should. But when people realize that you don't have time for drama, they're going to go all out to ensure that you do have time for drama. When they see that you're moving very differently than how they normally would move, they're going to do everything possible to get you caught up in regards to what they're doing. This is very tiring. Someone that wants you in complicated situations day in and day out. Who the has time for that? Every day? You want me to argue and fight with people every day? I don't have the energy for that. I'm not going to waste my good energy on that. I'm just not. This person is going to get life in jail. So if someone is currently in jail right now and they're trying to figure out how to plan a demise of you, it's not going to work. The sudden changes are in regards to a message. This person is going to get life in jail. They may have a lengthy sentence already. So again, this is for individuals that are actively speaking out. I'm specifically speaking towards you, okay? And because of you speaking out, someone went to jail. And because someone went to jail, they feel disrespected or smited by you because you spoke out. And they feel that they're in their right to cause some form of harm towards you. It's not going to work. The sudden changes in the messages coming here is in regard to them trying to set up something from behind bars, and it's not going to work. We have Capricorn and we have miscarriage. It's not going to work. Okay? So however it resonates. Somebody could be in lo mein, could be shrimp fried rice. Somebody eat Chinese food. And this person was abusive towards you. Illegal activity. Someone's name is Danity. 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 Why are these people waiting so long for their money? Is because cases are being reviewed. I get it. I understand money makes the world go round. I understand people need money to do what they need to do, but don't harbor on that part. If it's meant to be, if it's meant for you to receive the money, make sure that you have other avenues so that way when the money becomes available to you, you know what I mean? It's a bonus. Don't wait for something to happen. Execute, plan, create action towards the whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. I get it. I understand. These things take time, especially if you're dealing with feds and the FBI. It's going to take time. It's going to take years, and we all know the FBI has a very high turnaround time or conviction rate. Why would you want that to be messed up? Why would you want to rush that? Let them do what they need to do. Let them do what they need to do. We have liar here. We also have karmic, so there's a person that lied. Good. There was a friend of me that lied. I'm learning that it is okay for people to incriminate themselves. Like I mentioned before, I'm not arguing, I'm not fighting with you. Whatever you feel it is whatever you feel it is. I'm not here to persuade anyone to make them feel something. I don't have time for that. Whatever you think it is, whatever you think it is. Okay. But there's a friend of me here that lied on you here, and their lies are being caught up to them, or their lies caught up to them, so they don't know how to get out of the lie that they created in regards to you. They could be an ex that's talking to a friend of me to get close to you. See, these individuals feel that you're supposed to get into a miscommunication, an argument, or some kind of fight, and you're supposed to get back with them, or you're supposed to reconcile with them. You're not supposed to completely disconnect and ignore them. They weren't expecting that. They weren't expecting you to close the doors forever. All they are aware or known for is toxicity. That's all they know. So they're talking to a friend here, and this friend is gaslighting them to think that, oh yeah, we're going to get back together. Yeah, we're going to talk again. Just give them some time. There's no time needed because you're not going back towards this person. Imagine someone very toxic in nature, put you in a toxic situation, expect you to argue and fight with them, and then expect for you to just make up and just be back in the same toxicity. is not normal. It's not normal. Toxicity is not normal. Consistently fighting day in and day out is not normal. People speaking ill about you day in and day out is not normal. It's not. Inconspicuously, consistently putting you in battles and fights is not normal. It is not. It is not. It is not. It is not normal. It's not. You having to prove your love to someone. That is not normal. It's not. Gaslighting you into thinking something that is really not. It's not normal. It's not. Them questioning you because you're questioning them is not normal. If you're around someone and you're questioning them and they say and feel that they have nothing to hide, it shouldn't trigger them. If I'm asking you specific questions in regards to who you are and it's triggering you, then that tells me that you have something to hide. And that tells me maybe that you might not be the right person for me. People harm others for specific reasons. They don't want people to find them out. They don't want people to see them in their true nature. They don't want people to realize that they're nothing but a habitual liar. And they don't want people breaking through the facade in regards to what they portray to other people. Those are just a few of many reasons why other people may attempt to try to harm other people, more so innocent people. Because they know that you're not going to allow their foolishness or their bulliness to take over. They know, they know, and you know that you're not the one to play with. But yet they're always trying to test your gangster. And the moment that they test what they think or they felt that they saw, they always end up with the ugly stick at the end. They effed around and they found out. Again, I'm not speaking to any weak individual that's on the right side of things. I'm not. I'm not speaking to an unintelligent individual. And I'm not speaking to a weak-minded individual. I am not. This is how they perceive you or see you because that's how they feel about themselves. And some people use evil as a crutch to come off as something that they're truly not. The moment that you realize, the moment that you start to strip away the things that make them feel superior or to make them feel masterful in a negative way, they have nothing left. A limited person would not know anything about a limitless individual. An individual that lives in limited or from a limited mindset or a limited reality will never know or never be able to keep up with a person that is very limitless. Someone's name is Francine. We have a fake emperor here that's in stuck energy. Could be a friend, an ex-friend, an ex-lover, ex-father, ex-brother, ex-uncle, ex-cousin, however it resonates, that is hiding and sneaky here. Weak individuals pick on quiet, strong individuals is because they can't see your strength. They can't. That's not something that you may exhibit publicly for other people to see. And just because you don't exhibit your strength publicly doesn't mean it don't exist. It exists, all right. But just not in the way or the fashion that they're able to see or perceive you. And they press their luck every time. And every time that they press their luck is when they fail. Every time. Yeah, can you go handle that light work for me? Why can't they come and do it? If they hate you so much. If they despise you so much, why do they need other people to do their dirty work? Those are the questions that I have. You don't like somebody, but you're sending another person in, another weak-minded, weak, physical-bodied individual to come up against the collective? As I always say, they always show you the blueprint as to who they truly are, especially this so-called leader of this group here. They hate you so much, but yet they're sending other people to try to do things towards you. They will never do it. It tells me who their character is. This so-called person who feels like that they're not afraid of you, but yet they're pretending. The so-called individual that have to gaslight you to make themselves feel something that they're not. The so-called person that uses fear as a form of a construct to put you in a position of such fear. Like I keep saying, y'all gonna have to come harder than that, bruh. Fear and opposition, domestic violence is in reverse. You have to come harder than that. What else you got? You want to come harder than this, because this ain't doing nothing. Too good to be true, Gemini. Could be a toxic family. A toxic family is going down. A toxic family could be sick. There's a Gemini here, low vibrational Gemini, that could be in and out of a hospital because their family members keep getting sick. Yeah, family. Every time they turn around, another family member is in the hospital. They're trying to keep this on a down low. These are the individuals that are trying to beat you, but they don't want you to be aware because they feel and they know that you are much stronger than them because they can't beat you. They've been trying for a very long time. Could be since 2014, 2014. Someone's name is Simeon. But there's a family dynamic that has been trying to beat you or trying to keep you from moving forward since 2014, and it's not working. So every time they attempt to do something to slow you down and it doesn't happen, it puts them in a more deeper space of fear. Because they have done this to other people and it has been successful with other people, but it's not successful with you. So they fight over if you are they don't feel you're human because of how strong or protected that you are. They feel like you're working with a dark energy that's protecting you from them, which is crazy. They have all this insinuations, no truths, but nothing but insinuations. And all that they insinuate is not true. Yeah, we have black magic. Someone's name could be Black. Your nickname could be Black. Maybe you love all things black. Maybe all of your cars are black, black colored. You just love the color black, however it resonates. Someone's name is Thompson. For who resonates, you divorced from this person, and this person feels very disrespected that you divorced from them, so they feel like that you need to pay for divorcing from them. You need to be pre-transitioned because you disconnected from them or you divorced from them. It's just the type of reasonings as to why some people feel like that you should not be living, that you shouldn't be happy. Child, please. Okay. They thought that if they work with candles here, that it will be enough to illusion you to where you won't find out what they were trying to do towards you here. This family dynamic got you unemployed. So if you feel like that you received the job and then over the time, over a couple months or so, you may have lost the job, it's because the family members were reaching out to your manager or your supervisor that you weren't a good person. I would never get, I just would never get the mindset of some individuals. I just won't. Hold on, let me confirm. What is that? Pigskin. It's like, hold on, I don't like you, but let me get other people to not like you too. So they created a group of individuals that watch you and they were trying to get you afraid of them. Afraid of what? What should you be afraid of? That's $1 million question. What? You're gossiping about me? Okay, that's cool. You're telling lies about me? Okay, that's cool. You're telling other people how you feel about me, but not towards me. That's cool. So what exactly should you be afraid of? Gossip is lies. That's what gossip. Let me look up the etymology of the word gossip. Give me a second, chat. Gossip is to talk idly about the affairs of other people. That's what gossip is. Let's look up affairs. What one has to do, ordinary business, business, event, rank, and estate. That is affair. The general sense of vague proceedings in romance, war, etc. That is what affair is. To talk idly about others is gossip. Let's look up idle. Idle, the etymology of the word idle is empty, void, vain, worthless, useless. So they speak idly about you. They speak empty about you. They speak very voided about you. They speak in a very vain manner about you. They speak very worthless in regards to you. They speak very useless in regards to you. Gossip is nothing but idle talk. There's no substance in gossip, which means there's no truth in the gossip. So Baptized says, how can one gossip about someone's affairs when they haven't seen you in over a decade? Because you are the star of the show. That's what that is. You are the star of the show. In order for them to stay relevant, they need to gossip about you because you are the one that brings forth a lot of publicity, or you bring forth a lot of gossip to their circle, and they need you to be a part of it. Yeah, but you're growing past it. If you're not entertaining it, you're not giving it any energy, it's not going to grow. And that's not what they're expecting here. Remember, they need the reaction out of you to point or to ensure that it's true. And if you're not giving them that satisfaction, if you're not claiming that it's true, they have nothing to go on. Excuse me, you are enough. We have unfolding here. The things that they have done towards you is unfolding. Yeah, well. The only way that they can get out of their karma is through honesty. To be honest, it takes a lot to be honest. Not a lot of people can be honest. Some people frown upon honesty. Some people feel like being honest it won't work in their favor or it won't benefit them, which is why they don't speak honesty. It's a lot to do with their pride. You're just going to see years and years, even if it takes you years and years from the last time you heard of someone, whatever update information that you're going to receive in regards to this person, you're just going to keep hearing that their whole generation or the bloodline is just dwindling. It's declining really rapidly. Like someone has a child and it may be complications with the child. Or you're hearing someone getting sick or they're unwell. At least for the next 10 plus years, 20 plus years, this bloodline, yeah, it's not going to look well. It's not going to be well. The next 20 years of this bloodline is torturous. Generationally, they brought this on themselves. We have peace in reverse. Yeah. The next 20 years or so, life is going to be a piece of cake for you. But for them, they're going to be in regret. They may not even be here, but for their bloodline or the generation that is here, they're going to be feeling that really bad. Could be your ex, ex-lover, ex-spouse. Could be your family members. Yeah, they're going to regret this. Freedom is in reverse. Wow. We have surrender, we have failure. Yeah, freedom is in reverse. Surrender and failure. This ain't going to end well for them. And the crazy part is that the more that they keep trying to blame you for what they're going through, the denial is in reverse. Like they refuse to take responsibility for what they've done, the more adversity and grief that they're going to be in. So the more they keep blaming you, the more adversity and grief that they're going to be in. Yep, changes. It's going to come a point in time where they can't even speak ill of your name. Yep, guilt. They're not going to be able to, because the guilt is going to be so heavy that they ain't going to have a choice but to admit what they've done. Man. What a life to live. That's look, honesty is in reverse. They have to be honest with themselves. Yes, there are laws of the universe. No matter what background you come from, yes, there are laws of the universe. And if you don't learn them laws and you don't abide by them laws, it can potentially put you in a position where you can come off as being very desperate. And I don't advise that. Health is in reverse. Someone's eating, what's that carnival food? Funnel cake. Or maybe you made funnel cake recently. Or maybe you had funnel cake. Someone loves sardines. We have negative here. We have greed. You're just going to see this person dwindle before your eyes. Hey, you may feel sorry. You may not. That's up to you. But they ain't doing too well, child. We have Taurus. We have Capricorn. Gemini. Pisces. Sagittarius. Virgo. Pisces. Scorpio. I'm going to do 2 more. Taurus. 1 more. Scorpio. So if that resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till next